All right, let's get started right away in the NBA last night. In Game 7 in Brooklyn, thriller went to overtime. The Milwaukee Bucks came away the winner, 115-111. They eliminated the Brooklyn Nets. The big three really only down to about 2, maybe even 1.5, as the injury bug really got Brooklyn. And the Bucks have moved to the Eastern Conference Finals, now down to 5 teams in the NBA, as the Bucks topped the Nets 115-111 in overtime. The Greek Freak with 40 points, 13 rebounds. Kevin Durant 48, 9, and 6 in a losing cause. And the series is now over, and Milwaukee will get the winner of Game 7 tonight between Atlanta and Philadelphia. Let's talk about today's game. Atlanta and Philadelphia. The winner will go to the Eastern Conference Finals. For the Bucks, if Atlanta wins, Milwaukee will host. If Philadelphia wins, they'll go on the road for Games 1 and 2 in Philadelphia. Tonight, Philly -7. -7. They're a 7-point favorite. So basically, if you're looking at touchdown for the basketball team, 216.5 is your total. I like Atlanta to cover that. I think it'll be closer than 7 points. I think Philly wins the game. 216.5, pretty tough. Going to stay away from that if I had to guess. I would say roughly 106. 110, 106, somewhere around there. So you're looking at 216. But obviously, it could go either way on the total. I'm going to stay away from total. I'm going to go with Atlanta +7. Some places you could get it at 7.5, especially if you got it early on in the week. The other game tonight, it's this afternoon. Western Conference Finals get started. The Clippers are at the Suns. Suns are 3.5-point favorites. Obviously, no Chris Paul III in this game. 221.5 is your total for the Clippers at the Suns. Game 1. I like the Suns. Despite having a few days off, a lot of days off, and despite having no Chris Paul, I like Phoenix to win this game at home. All right, let's move to the National Hockey League, where the New York Islanders evened up the semifinals, Final Four. Can't call it the Eastern Conference Finals because there's an Eastern Conference team in both of the semifinals. But the Islanders got up to a 3-0 lead on Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay scored the final 2 goals, had a chance to tie it late, but the Islanders held on and won the game and tied the series. Now we are in a best of 3 between the Lightning and the Islanders, with Tampa Bay hosting 2 out of the next 3. So what a game last night, a thriller, a big win for the Islanders. 2-2 series, Islanders and Lightning. Vegas will try to do the same tonight. They'll try to even up the series on the road at Montreal. The Golden Knights are -180 on the road. That's a little too steep for me. 5 now is the total after spending the first 3 games at 5.5. Still like the option of taking that total, maybe pushing, at a 3-2 game. But I still think low scoring. I still think that you take the under here, even at 5 goals. But it is Vegas -180 at Montreal tonight. That is game 4, and then we move back to Tampa Bay tomorrow, just every other day. And it looks like we're going to see one series at least go 6. And I would guess Vegas-Montreal would at least go 6 as well. But tonight will determine where that series is heading. Montreal gets a win. They're obviously just 1 win away from the Stanley Cup Finals. Vegas picks up a win. They're going to be in the same situation Tampa Bay's in, tied, going 2 out of 3 games at home. All right, that is a look at your National Hockey League for Saturday and Sunday. Let's move to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball yesterday, the Mets and the Nationals split 2 7-inning doubleheaders, 5-1 Mets, 6-2 Nationals, as those 2 games went down yesterday in the doubleheader. The Marlins smacked the Cubs 11-1. Phillies finally slowed down the Giants 13-6. Rhys Hoskins with 6 RBIs in that game. The Padres stayed hot and beat the Reds 7-5. Joey Votto ejected in the first inning on a check swing. Kind of a weak call. Ejected in the first inning for arguing the check swing. He was ejected. The Reds lost 3 in a row in San Diego. And Milwaukee scored 2 in the 9th and beat the Rockies 6-5. That snapped their 5-game losing streak and stopped the Rockies' 5-game winning streak. And also the Dodgers beat the hapless Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, let's move to today. Sunday, June 20th in Major League Baseball. Cardinals-Braves play a doubleheader today, 2 7 innings. We'll get a 1:15 Central Time start for the first one. And then, of course, the second one is the ESPN game of the night tonight. It is Adam Wainwright on the mound in Game 1. It is Kim on the mound for the Cardinals in Game 2. Mets are back at the Nationals. Patrick Corbin's on the mound for Washington. They're -110 at home. The White Sox are at Houston. Dallas Keuchel will take on his former team as the White Sox and the Astros get together. Of course, this is the Sunday Major League Baseball slate. Luis Castillo's on the mound at San Diego as they look to right the ship against the Padres. Nathan Eovaldi will go for Boston as they are at Kansas City. And the Marlins look to sweep the Cubs this afternoon. Cubs are -145. Those are just a few of my favorite games in Major League Baseball on Sunday. Let's move to the U.S. Open. Final day today. It is underway. Obviously, 7:30-ish time right now out there in the West Coast, 9:30 here locally in the Central Time Zone. Russell Henley, Louis Oosthuizen, and Mackenzie Hughes in a three-way tie at the top of the leaderboard. They are all 5 under. Then there is nobody at 4 under, and you got a couple big names coming up. You got Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy, both 3 under. Roy with a big day yesterday to get back in the race. Matthew Wolff and John Rahm follow them at 2 under. Dustin Johnson, Xander Schauffele, and Colin Morikawa are 1 under. And Justin Thomas and Brooks Koepka probably out of the race, but they would have to really shoot the golf ball really, really well today, have a really low score. They're even heading in to the final day. And, of course, it matters those guys finish top 10, top 15, whatever the case may be. But to win it, Justin Thomas, Brooks Koepka look to be in big trouble as they are 5 back and several guys in front of them. I mean, best case scenario is they've got to shoot like 7 under and hope that the leaders obviously go, 1 under or worse, and so on and so forth. The 7 under at that course seems nearly impossible. But a good showing for both of them. Both have an opportunity to finish in the top 10. All right, NASCAR Today. The Alley 400 is going on today after yesterday's race. They're spending the weekend there in Tennessee. WNBA scores from yesterday. Sky beat the Sun 91-81. The Mystics topped the Fever. Of course, the Fever lost. They've only won 1 game all year, 82-77. Now, they did cover the spread. Congratulations, Fever, on covering the spread. You still only won 1 game all season. The Wings smacked the Lynx 95-77. And today's game is the Liberty at the Sparks. All right, also, MLS. There was a ton of games yesterday. I know a few of you are dying for scores. Columbus blanked Chicago 2-0. Colorado did the same to Cincinnati 2-0. New England beat New York 3-2. Austin and San Jose decided they didn't want to score. They went 0-0 in a draw. Orlando topped Toronto 3-2. DC blanked Miami 1-0. FC Dallas and Minnesota went to a 1-1 tie. Seattle beat the Galaxy 2-1. And in the last 2 games, Portland beat Kansas City 2-1. And that was just the last game. There's no 2 games there. And then the last game of the weekend is Philadelphia hosting Atlanta today in the MLS. And that is a look at your MLS slate for Saturday, June 19th, and Sunday, June 20th. All right, I hope that was the best 10 minutes of your sports day. Just now approaching the 10 minutes. I am Rodney Knuppel. This is the USA Wager Sports Brief. Of course, I will be back on live right here tonight with Tim Van Straten. We'll be breaking down the Suns and the Clippers game 1. We'll have Philadelphia and Atlanta game 7 on. Of course, puck tonight as well. So all sorts of things to talk about. Put the kids to bed version of the Sports 2.0 show, 9 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully you can join us. You can join in, comment in, join in on the fun. We're pretty sure we're going to have a lot of fun tonight as we got lots to talk about in the world of sports. We'll talk about the U.S. Open winner as well. I don't know as if we're going to get our winners to win. I mean, again, Justin Thomas is going to have to be red hot today to be my winner. But anyways, that's a look at the sports. All right, USA Wager Show. I am your host, Rodney Knuppel. So long. Until next time.